story begins if you're watching this right now. Let me ask you something powerful. Have you ever met someone who irritated you so much that you wished they'd disappear, only to realize later that they were the person who changed your life forever? Stay till the end of the story, because what happened here turned a life upside down in the most unexpected way. And before we dive in, make sure to like this video and subscribe so you never miss the stories that might change your perspective. 2.it all began on a stormy morning in Vancouver when Noah Grayson, a single dad in his early 30s, was juggling too many things at once. His son Milo, an energetic 7-year-old with a bright smile and endless questions, jumped out of the car holding a science project that was 2 seconds away from falling apart. "Dad, you forgot to tape the volcano's bottom again." Noah winced. He hadn't slept more than 4 hours. Bills, deadlines, a broken washing machine, and a demanding job. Everything was crushing him at once. "I'll fix it," he promised, grabbing tape from the glove compartment and patching it up. "Now go win the science fair." Milo hugged him tightly before running inside the school. Noah sat back in the car and sighed. He'd already missed the morning train, and he knew his boss, Harper Lane, the famously strict creative director, would not tolerate even one more late arrival. When he finally rushed into the office, breathless and apologizing before even reaching her door, Harper stood waiting with her arms crossed. "Noah," she said without emotion. "My office, right now." He followed, trying to prepare his explanation, but Harper didn't let him. "You're talented," she said sharply. "But talent means nothing without discipline. You misfiled 2 client drafts yesterday, you left early last week, and today, late again." "I'm a single dad," he said quietly. "Sometimes mornings. We all have responsibilities," she cut him off. "But deadlines don't move because of personal chaos." The word chaos hit him hard. To Harper. His life was chaos. To him. It was survival. He swallowed everything he wanted to say. He needed the job more than he needed to be understood. He left her office feeling crushed. Weeks passed, and Harper's pressure didn't ease. She checked every detail, questioned his decisions, and pushed him to redo work he thought was perfectly fine. Noah didn't think Harper was cruel, just cold. So cold that sometimes it felt like she didn't see him at all. Just numbers and results. Some nights, Noah tucked Milo into bed only to sit alone in the dark afterward, wondering how long he could keep this up. The loneliness of doing everything alone was starting to show in the cracks of his life. One day, after a brutal meeting where Harper criticized his layout choices, he overheard 2 co-workers whispering, "Harper's impossible lately. She's hardest on Noah. Poor guy." He pretended he didn't hear, but the words echoed in his mind. Hardest on Noah? Why? He didn't know. And honestly, he didn't care. He didn't have space left in his heart to think about Harper Lane, until the day everything changed. It happened on a Tuesday, halfway through editing a marketing draft. Noah's phone buzzed violently. It was Milo's school. "Mr. Grayson, your son fainted during recess. You need to come immediately." Everything inside Noah froze. He rushed out of the office so fast he didn't see Harper calling after him. He didn't hear her footsteps following him to the elevator. He didn't even breathe properly until he reached the school. Milo was resting, pale but conscious. "Dad," he whispered. "I got dizzy." Noah hugged him, fighting the fear rising in his chest. He took Milo home, made soup, wrapped him in blankets, and sat beside him for hours. Anxiety kept gnawing at him between every breath. 5 p.m. A knock sounded at the apartment door. Noah opened it and froze. Harper Lane stood there, holding fresh groceries and children's fever medicine. "I heard what happened," she said, her voice surprisingly gentle. "You ran out so fast I couldn't ask. Is he okay?" Noah didn't know what to say. Harper looked completely different. Soft, worried, human. "He's resting," Noah finally said. "Fever might rise again." "May I come in?" she asked. He hesitated, then nodded. Harper stepped inside and quietly looked around the small, slightly messy apartment. She didn't judge anything. She didn't comment on the stacked bills or toys scattered around. She only said, "You've been carrying so much alone." Noah didn't argue. He was too tired to pretend anymore. Harper helped make dinner, set things in order, and even cleaned the kitchen while Noah tended to Milo. It was the first time anyone had stepped into his world and tried to understand it. Before leaving, Harper looked at him with a softness he'd never seen. "Noah, you don't have to hide how hard it is," she said. "You're doing amazing. Truly." He felt his throat tightened, and no one had said that to him in years. The next day, Harper emailed him, "Take the week off if you need to. I'll handle your workload. Focus on Milo." Noah stared at the message for a long time, feeling something heavy lift off his shoulders for the first time in months. When they finally met again after a week, things between them were different. Harper wasn't cold. She wasn't strict. She wasn't distant. She was present. She talked to him with empathy, asked him how Milo was doing, adjusted schedules for him, supported his projects, and even defended him during a tough client presentation. Slowly, they became real friends. Not romantic partners, just two adults learning from each other, healing through unexpected kindness. One evening, they were reviewing designs on the office balcony. The sunset painted the sky orange, and Vancouver's skyline glittered under fading light. Harper looked at him, almost shy for the first time. "I used to think being hard on people made them better," she said quietly. "But you showed me something different." "What's that?" Noah asked. "That compassion brings out the best in people," she said. "And I'm sorry for the times I forgot that." The honesty surprised him. He smiled gently. "Thank you for understanding." Harper exhaled, relieved. Then, in a completely natural, friendly gesture, nothing romantic, nothing intimate, she leaned in and gave him a quick, light kiss on the cheek, almost like an apology, almost like a thank you. Noah blinked, stunned but touched. It wasn't a romantic confession. It wasn't a dramatic moment. It was simple, human warmth, and for him, that one small gesture changed their entire story. Because for the first time in years, Noah felt seen, respected, valued. Over the next months, Harper became a supportive leader instead of a strict one. Noah became more confident in his work. The office environment improved. People collaborated better. And Milo, now healthy and thriving, loved visiting the office, calling Harper Miss Harper with the serious face who gives good snacks. Harper laughed every time. By the end of the year, Noah stood on the office rooftop during the company celebration, looking at the city lights, feeling something he hadn't felt since becoming a single dad, hope, and he realized the truth. Sometimes people push us not because they dislike us, but because they see potential we don't yet see in ourselves. Sometimes the people who test our limits are actually the ones who help us grow. And sometimes, the smallest act of kindness, even something as simple as a gentle kiss on the cheek, can rewrite the story of someone's life. If the story moved you, make sure to like this video and subscribe. You never know which story might be the one that inspires your next step forward.